Hey guys, I'm back. Oh, come on. Now my computer's updating. So, anyway, I'm back. After a good few months of not doing a video, I'm getting back to it. But, I can't find something now. Oh, this room is a mess. Anyway, like I said, I'm back. I'm going to try to do more videos again because I just like to do it. And I like to talk about reselling. And I like to do reselling even though I took a slight break because I was probably too burnt out on it. I'm changing some things up this year. Instead of going after huge amounts of quantity of stuff, we're focusing on higher quality, which is not for everybody, and that's fine, but that's what's going to work for me and my family. So I'm just waiting on my computer to come back up, and then we can talk about some of the things that I sold over the past couple days. One really cool, good sale, actually, that I did a short on already, but as you can see, the room is still an absolute mess. As you can see behind me, the room is still an absolute mess, but it is what it is. Pick and choose what you want to spend time on, and cleaning is not one of those things right now that I want to spend time on. Trying to get eBay ramped back up. I took a break from, I didn't really take a break from reselling. I was still reselling, just not as much. Really slowed down to a couple sales a week. And went from over 1,000 listings in the store to now I'm at almost 600. So cut it about in half. I guess I could just start packing this stuff up while this stupid computer takes forever because I don't have a lot of time today. I gotta make it to the post office before they close. I've seen other people doing just a vlog style video, just going about their day. And I'd like to do that too. Because I don't know if people would be interested in the first part of my day, which is just day job. So, dang, I forgot my drink downstairs too. This just sucks, man. This can go with this box right here. Perfect. Easy peasy. Oh, I can't show you the things I sold if I'm putting them all in the box. Well, the first two things I packed up were just cheapo. This is a hat, that's a shirt. I've been ramping things back up over the past couple weeks and finally getting back up there, actually. Getting good sales, going to the thrift store every other day or so. I still love the thrift store, man. If you've watched any of my other videos, I don't... 30% there. This is going to take forever. You know that I don't go to garage sales on Saturday, so my main form of sourcing is usually thrift stores or garage sales on Friday after I get off work. Or in the case of this really good sale that I had, it was a Sunday estate sale, which I feel like I should have probably tried to get more stuff there. It was expensive. I'll show you. It was expensive. Let me just go ahead and show you that while this stupid computer does whatever it's doing. Oh, ignore that. Ignore the room. So these right here, wow, this is a mess. Not these spoons, which I need to wrap up individually. So this is 17 spoons. So I got these 17 spoons, this little silver tea set, and 4 more spoons that I've already sold. I got all that for just about $110. The spoons were about 70 because it was half off. Here's the bag right here. Half off 125. And then the tea set was half off of 68. But they charged tax, which I guess legit estate sale companies have to do. I don't know, I've never seen that before, but they charge tax. So we got 6 of the salad bigger spoons and then 11. 4, 5, 6. I was getting scared. I was missing one. Anyway, paid 70 for the spoons. We'll talk about the spoons. And the first 2 I sold for $200. That was a couple days ago. I went to this estate sale this past Sunday. It's Thursday now. $200 for the first 4. They were bigger than both of these. And then somebody messaged me about buying the rest of these because I had them broke up in lots of 3. And somebody messaged me about just buying the rest of them. And they offered me $500 for the rest of these spoons. The 17 spoons, $500. That's $27 a spoon. Something like that. Which I immediately was like, yes, please, absolutely. So my $7-ish investment turned into $700 in less than a week. Now, obviously, say $630 after cost of goods and then fees, and I made at least $500 off of some spoons, which is absolutely crazy. These are what they call coin silver spoons. So they're not 925 silver, but they're about 90% silver, 10% copper. This maker right here stopped making things in 1872. So these are at least that old. They're at least 200, wait, No. They're at least 150, something like that. They're old, at least 1872. So they're old. They're 90% silver. They do have an engraving on them, but people don't really care about that. So $70 into 700 in less than a week. And that is what's so fun about this, honestly. And I almost didn't buy them because I was like, I don't know, because I couldn't find any comps for this particular maker or these particular spoons. I did find one comp for this maker for a ladle, a big soup serving spoon, for $395 is what somebody paid for one of these. So I took a chance on them. I actually walked out of the estate sale. I was about to leave, and I was like, no, let me go get them. So I went back and got them. And 70 into 700. And I still have this little, this is actually 925 silver tea set. It's missing a couple pieces, but I weighed it out and listed it pretty much for weight. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be another at least $100 probably. So $100 into 900 in less than a week. Had to do that every time. I just checked, you can. So that was my best sale of the week, for sure. The Sunday before that, I got a bunch of electronic stuff. Some really weird, obscure electronic stuff that I have listed for over $1,000. So hopefully that sells soon too. But I guess I can run you through some sales while we're just sitting here waiting. Got this little bag I've had listed forever. A lot of these things I'm going to have listed forever and have sold super cheap because I'm just trying to get rid of stuff. I really almost want to just start over. Get rid of all this stuff. Garage sale, put it on huge markdowns, which I'm kind of doing. Just get rid of all of it and just start over. Because when I started this 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't know what I was doing. So a lot of this stuff just isn't good. It's not good. And it's probably going to take forever to sell. This took forever to sell. It was listed for 200 and something days. And that was after I probably relisted it. So this is just a, what is it? Some brand. Diamichi. It doesn't matter. It only sold for $15. There's that. These are cool. Somebody will get some wear out of these. These are vintage polo, Ralph Lauren. Now that I'm looking at it, they might be fake. But no, we're going to hope not. Made in USA, Ralph Lauren. Or made in India, sorry. Cargo pants. But they're super stained up. So those sold for not much either. My computer would pull up. I could tell you how much they sold for. So lots of cheap stuff, but I'm trying to focus on not cheap stuff anymore, which is a little bit hard whenever you're part-time and only have so many hours to go sourcing. Oh my gosh, this thing is updating and it's taking forever. This is my worst sale of the week. I'll show you that. This magnet that I literally bought 3 or 4 years ago. $2.99 plus shipping. Great. For some reason, oh, somebody wanted me to measure some sporks. These right here. Got these sporks. For some reason, since I sold those spoons, people have been wondering all about the rest of the stuff I have. These are going to be approximately 6.5 inches. So we will tell them that real quick. Anyway, that was a surprise. My mom came in here, which is a real surprise because this is not where she lives. Now we can get to actually telling you what stuff sold for. These Columbia shorts, terrible. Had them for years. Sold for $10 plus shipping. I definitely, now I feel awkward because you just caught me doing a video, but it is what it is. I definitely feel like I've learned a lot over the past couple of years, especially about clothing, because I didn't used to do clothing ever. But that's what I've been finding a lot over the past couple of years, so I've learned a lot. And I think if I just started over, it would be good. It would be better. I wouldn't say good, but better. Come on. This computer's being so slow. Have y'all noticed, by the way? So it used to automatically print or go to this print screen whenever you press get label or whatever. Now you have to press print label and it opens a whole nother tab and all this other stuff. Is that a setting that I accidentally changed or I don't know. I'm in my shipping bag and I keep forgetting it. What's next? This that I just recently got actually. I just grabbed it because I thought it might be good. It wasn't. It is a denim pearl snap, but it's bit and brittle. Not a very good brand. So this sold for $17 plus shipping, but it sold pretty fast. Probably because it's a 4XL. It's a 4X. So that's the only reason I really picked it up, because it was 4X denim pearl snap. Decent. 17 bucks. I paid $3. So I guess that's okay. I got to hurry up and go to the post office. I've been finding a lot of electronics lately too, weirdly enough. Which I Never did electronics before either, but I'm gonna sell whatever I find, basically. I hear people downstairs. Hope they can't hear me talking to myself. Let's see, what's next? Man, I gotta get this room clean. I sold some other spoons, not nearly as good, but they are Reed and Barton Whitley pattern. I don't know, they're freaking spoons. They're teaspoons. Sold for some amount. It just says, oh, $17.99 plus shipping. I need some bubble mailers again. I don't have any bubble mailers. We'll do it. 1 pound, I guess so. This is paid for shipping. Junk everywhere in this room, man. Nice. These are the spoons. Next thing I saw were the good spoons. 500 bucks. I gave them free shipping. That's a lot. The guy said he was a collector. I think I see the problem. See this tape gun? I've been using this thing for years. And there's just stuff all in the little teeth, preventing the teeth from doing their job. Cutting. What is that? Oh, I didn't even know that had that. It's a teeth guard, so you don't cut yourself. But who needs that? That should help. I feel like I'm being watched. My uncle and my mom are both here. Picked a great day to start back videoing. My mom doesn't even get off work until 5, and she's here. How's that work? Anyway, let's see if this works better now. It does not have battery in it, so take this off. Rip it up at least. And we'll put a label over it. $7.31, and then we're going to add the extra protection for sure. So $13.82 to ship. Not too bad for considering. So after shipping, fees, stuff like that, still gonna make over 500 on these, which is just crazy to think almost left them there, and they were still there. Even at $125, that was at least decent enough where you could make some money on it. So the fact that they were there on a Sunday, on half off day, later in the day too, because I didn't know about this sale until later in the day, it's pretty good. And I wish I would have bought more stuff there now, honestly. The house was just full of all kind of stuff like that. This is a Nike ACG shirt that sold for $15 free shipping, so we're just gonna move past that. Maybe I should put the camera down here so I can see whenever I lean over my face. All right, now you're just looking at my chest. What a name. I won't tell you, but it's crazy. Next thing we sold are these 2 patches. They're pretty cool. Don't really know what they're from, some kind of military thing, but they're cool. Is it not gonna let me do eBay standard? Nope, can't do eBay standard on those. So they sold for $23.99 free shipping. That's fine. That's still pretty good for some patches. We're just gonna throw in one of these little bubble mailers. Man, back whenever I first started, and I was finding, before everybody and their freaking mama decided that they could resell, I was finding crazy toys and stuff all the time. This is a terrible, can't get right. This box is falling all over me. It's good enough. But back whenever I first started, I was finding all kind of toys. Oh, Gulfport, Mississippi. That's the same state as me. Look at there. I was using these little things all the time to ship little toys out. I miss toys, but man, everybody, if you see toys anywhere, they're gonna be gone before you even know it. So I've had to shift, which is Bear Grylls says, improvise, adapt, overcome, which is what I've done. Clothes are just in such abundance. You can go into any thrift store and find clothes. Not always great clothes, but sometimes. Although there's this one thrift store that I go to on a regular basis. In the past couple years has started really marking their clothes up. And the way it works is there's this guy in the back. He runs the back. I think he's actually the manager of the whole thrift store. But you find stuff in the back, right? It's kind of like the bins. $9.20. Oh, these are the polo pants sold for $17.99 plus shipping. But you go in the back and they just bring the truck, drop stuff off in boxes, and they have these big gaylords full of clothes that you can dig through. Well, used to you could get a buggy full, cart full pile of clothes and ask him how much you wanted for it, and he'd tell you, it used to be crazy, $10 for a basket full, a buggy full of clothes and stuff, but that stopped. And then now he stopped pricing clothing at all. And now the ladies up front price things up. Still kind of a good deal if you're looking for yourself, I guess, but up. Excuse you. Yesterday I found a pair of, oh, what were they? One of those jeans. Man, I can't remember now. True Religion jeans, right? So pretty good, pretty saturated. Nothing crazy. And this is whenever I found out he wasn't pricing clothes no more. Because I asked him. He said, no, they'll get you up front. Come on, brother. Because I knew. I told another shopper in there, I was like, I'm probably not buying these because they're going to charge up the butt for them. When did I sell these? I must have just sold these. Yep, it literally just popped up. That's crazy. So I sold something else. I think it's right here. Let's see. Yep. Sold these American Eagle cargo shorts. And I just got a return delivered. Cool. So much happening at one time. So much fun. And the return should actually be downstairs, because this is where they get sent. What was I talking about? Anyway, True Religion jeans. That's right. Took them up there, and I had True Religion jeans, like a faux leather Levi's women's jacket that was yellow, which probably could have made money still, but it kind of made me nervous. Took them up there, $30 for the jeans. I was like, nope, you can keep them, and then for $15 for the, oh wow. So those sold for $16.19 free shipping. And shipping is $7.55, so didn't make much on those. But that's okay, they're getting out of here. The Levi's jacket, $15 is what she said. And I was just like, So I also found a bow wave thing I asked him about. The guy said he tried it out, he couldn't get it to work, and it didn't have any cords. But still, those things, even for parts, are about $50. So he said 10 on that. I was like, sure, I'll do that. And then you, just the console part, he wanted 10 for too, which is still not great, but hopefully it works. Anyway, moral of the story is I only bought those two things. Didn't buy any of the clothes. Also had a pair of Adidas cleats that they wanted 10 for, which wasn't a terrible price. They might have sold for 30, but there was only one sold comp and 6 listed. And I just didn't want a deal, so I probably won't be buying too many clothes from there anymore, unfortunately. And it's unfortunate because they get a ton of clothes, and they also bail up and send out to somewhere a whole ton of clothes, and it's probably because they charge way too much for them, especially up front. But so that sucks for that one. And then another store that I go to just doesn't put clothes out but once a month, it seems like. What else do I have to pack? Oh, this was that purse. So I don't even remember what it sold for. $15, something irrelevant. All the money today was made on the spoons. Other than that, everything's irrelevant. This is a hat. It's a Gas Monkey Garage hat I got for $1. Sold that for $14.99 free shipping. Shipping is $5.62, so made a few bucks. But stuff like that, I'm not probably gonna waste my time on anymore. Just trying to be smarter about stuff, because although I was doing pretty well with the volume thing, it was also burning me out really fast. That is all the packages, I think. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I don't have any Poshmark orders. I've been selling a little bit on Poshmark too. Nope, that is it. So that's all the orders. Really good sales couple days. Last time I shipped was Thursday. No, today is Thursday. Last time I shipped was Tuesday. I need to check those things and see if they're still listed. Let me do that before I leave. Anyway, I don't think anything else is going to happen today, but I just feel like people are watching me. If it doesn't, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.